Bird away.
Hello everybody. FPS Chesley here. Welcome back to Modern Naval Warfare Full Early Access Edition. Finally came out on the old Monday there. How's it going, Stewie Bobbert? Hello. I forgot to eat. It was like 6:15. I was like, oh crap, I forgot to eat. I was spacing out looking at the internet. So that is what I was doing. I was stuffing my gullet full of food. I can't go hunting for a 688 on an empty stomach. Alright, that's enough dilly-dallying. Let's frickin' get to it. Oh, I deselected it. Victor 3, you call it. Alright, I believe I did this 2 streams ago. Tried it a little bit. I'm gonna go up to the old PD to check the comms, so it's a little known bug at the moment. We're gonna do ourselves like a 040. See if that's enough for the old the comms there. If not, we'll just surface or something. But there's a little bug with the comms depth at the moment. Not a big deal. Key 7658, hello. Key 7658 says, what's up, just watched your teammate tutorial and fortunately didn't understand a lot while I make an additional one. Yeah, so that wasn't meant to be. I probably should have, instead of calling that like basic teammate in the thumbnail, I probably should have called that like half-assed teammate tutorial. Just trying to get something out there from the rudimentary explanation I did in a stream. But yeah, I do want to do a much better one than that. I need to start planning that. Maybe I'll work on that this weekend. But I think this weekend I'll be recording a sonar tutorial here. Been absorbing a lot of the people talking about the more intricate aspects of the sonar. It's a lot more, well, maybe not a lot, but definitely more in depth than DW sonar. Long-winded way to say yes, I do want to do a much better teammate tutorial. There's a lot to it. There's a lot to understand, so one video may be a lot. I have to figure out how I want to organize it. Alright, we're not going north. They're going to avoid mountains. I'm wondering if this radio message was there in the version I played the other day. Just maybe that comms depth bug was still there, just didn't get shallow enough. Oh yeah, it's nighttime. Yeah, so I tweaked some graphics settings. Some people have been talking about how to optimize some graphics settings. Running super great right now. Reduce the overall quality to medium, and then there's some other options like shadows or buildings or terrain. Turned all that stuff off, and it's doing great at the moment. Running great, as you guys can see on the stream. We're slowly but surely getting up there. I suppose we can take a look at the fathometer and the SSP while we wait. Turn this biddy on. Yeah, this needs like ATH Greek, thanks for following. This needs some kind of like audible call out or something. Is there a way to put like an auto crew on the fathometer? Oh, has that been a thing the whole time? Okay, well, I got that set. We'll see what happens with that. Oh yeah, no issues whatsoever, 5,000 feet, okay. Probably don't even need to really have it for this mission. I know there's, I don't think there's like a depth chart coming anytime soon to this. It's something with like licensing and cost, but yeah, I think we're on a deep area here, so I don't think we really need to worry about that all too much. Okay, we're at that depth. Let's get that. Sorry. Let's get that radio mast up here. Copy El Broadcasto. I'm just gonna raise them all. Receiving. There you go. Tasking order. Okay, hot diggity damn. We're in business. The Sea of China, still a contested area with some hidden or publicized skirmishes between almost all the countries. USM will exercise right of freedom of passage. Op 4. No enemy units currently reported. One Russian subless left of Vladivostok. Last position positive detection was south of Taiwan 2 days ago. At 8:50 Zulu heading southeast, and one Chinese SSN left Sanya heading east. May gather intelligence or interfere with this NAVX exercise. Mission: the Taylor X USS Providence will conduct ASW training with your submarine. Transit to the NAVX area not later than 1300 Z. It's currently 1400 Z. When on station, you can start engaging the Taylor. Clear and positive classification of the RAN submarine is needed. Execution: transit to point uniform 119, blah blah blah, and detect, classify, and engage the Australian SSN. After a successful shot and kill of the Australian submarine, you'll transit to the Tubatahapa Reef. Use only training torpedoes. Standard ROE. Notes: do not use real torpedoes. Make sure the TM loads the exercise ones. You got it. Stack bundles, hello. Never got the radio briefing. Do I have to be shallower than periscope depth? Yeah, there's a bit of a bug with the radio mass at the moment. Just go to like 40 feet. I just went to 40 feet and was able to get these. Or you can just surface if you want to practice your surfacing. I don't know why these antennas keep flashing from receiving to online or whatever. Is there more information? Print. Oh, put it in there. Interesting. Thought I was going to get a little piece of paper. Oh, ELF communication codes. Like the LP blow feature. Oh, yeah. Bet you do. Okay. I'm going to keep pressing F2 for sonar for a while. Oh. Set 3. This probably will give me nothing interesting to look at. It's not true. Let's see here. That is nothing interesting to look at. Let's see. Well, back that up a little bit. Okay, we got a pretty epic shadow zone going on here. I wish you could like thin this out for range. Let's see here. It just looks pretty standard. Lots of bottom bouncing going on. Yeah, nothing to glean from that. Okay. Do we hold any contacts, Mr. Squidward? Wait, what's the timing of when I need to get to that frickin' area? 1300 Zulu? It's already 1400 Zulu. Where's our standard clock? Observe the clock. Yes. 14:08. Zulu. Flipping the valves in the fan room. Oh, for the LP blowers. Point uniform. Let's see here. Oh, okay. It's already there. Oh, that's not far away at all. I was thinking it was further away. Is it already supposed to be past the start time? That's the question. Okay. Get ourselves a course. I'm gonna try and futz with this thing. New waypoint. Blah blah. Save. I think there's some way to get... Route to follow. Autopilot. I'm just trying to kind of futz with this here. Oh, plot a route, plot in uniform. Main route. Things happening. I'm just kind of futzing with this for the first time. Let's see here. Autopilot on. Tabahapa. Main route is that one. No. Follow the plot. Oh, did I maybe? Hold on. Maybe I didn't. Save main. Yeah, I'm just trying to fuss with this. Let's see here. What if I just do that? Oh, now we're turning. Did that work? Looks like it did, but I'm not... The waypoint's not really making any sense that I'm looking at here. Yeah, we're gonna speed up. Don't, Is it really just a mile away? But it's saying it's gonna take... Oh no, it's 4 miles away. Interesting. Curious. Is that on the waypoint? Oh, I'm just like doing whatever. Is that doing anything? I'm just futzing about. Anyway, looks like we're following it. Or are we still turning to that other waypoint? Load your practice torps. Yeah, that's a good call there, Mr. Dave T. Hello. Davit. Whatever, sorry. Let's see, I'm just gonna delete the route I did. How do I change between that? Looks like he's trying to go to like this waypoint. I don't know. Maybe I'll just mess with that another time. Thank you. No. Come back on in there. 175, good enough. Let's see. Masts. Secure all the masts. Depth. 200 feet. Alright, to load the practice torpedo in this mission, this is what you gotta do. You gotta come to the fire control station. Gotta throw an auto crew on here. Let's see, let's make sure we can put something in a tube. We got 2 empty tubes, roger. Alright, I'm gonna right click the Schmuckatelli tubes. Load. Is this the training torp? I remember seeing people having issues with this. Kick his ass, sea bass. Probably war shots. This is the only option I got. I remember people had talked about how to do this. I thought this was it. Does that briefing have any more info to yield? Use only the training torpedoes. I don't know. Yeah, the camo's a no bueno there. Excuse me. Oh gosh, sorry. Let's see. Let's get the old 12 knots a roo. I think that's it. Wait, where do I see my stores? Oh, there's nothing else to load. That must be it. Even though it doesn't say training torpedo. I don't know. We'll see. Hope that's it. Assign mission. ASM1. No, that's not it. You're relieved. Boarded. I'm just gonna peruse the Discord for a second. ATH Greek would like to see in the future an EU submarine like Type 214. Yeah, that would be cool for sure. Seeing the Curse movie where the training torpedo blows up is freaky. Yeah, for sure. It's a little hard for me to see past the CGI. I don't know how else they would do it. I mean, yeah, I guess there's other parts of that scene that bug me, like the way the CGI was dealt with that scene. It's not my favorite, but yeah. What's up with these training torpedoes? Let's see here. I've seen lots of people talking about it. I haven't seen anything clear. I don't know, unclear conclusion as to how to deal with this training torpedo. Oh, maybe that was the issue. It was going to this, like, first waypoint. I think I think that was the issue. It was going for that other waypoint that I think I must have messed around with where that was. Or the autopilot just added the uniform waypoint after some other waypoint I had. But anyway. Let's just do the old... Just give me the old 1.5 Skittlemadoo here. Give me the old standard. Should get there pretty shortly. It's not really that far away. Oh, estimated time of departure? Is that what that is? Yeah, dude, it's like 1.5 miles away. We'll be there in 10 minutes? Am I doing that math right? Yeah. No, 6 minutes. 1/10 of an hour, 6 minutes. Got ourselves a slippery son of a gun. Let's get that, might as well start extending that fat line. Get that fatty out there. Oh. It's a little late now. You don't have to put these out all the way. There isn't a meter at the moment to like see how far it's gone out. So what I'm gonna do is extend it all the way. Well, here, okay, I don't have to wait. Let's bring this back in. I want to time it, and then we'll just go like half the time extending it. I think that's going to be speed dependent, so this is only going to be valuable for 15 knots. Mr. Wolf, that's 30 minutes away. I'll be there in 10. Who's Mr. Wolf? Ah, Pulp Fiction. I've only seen that once. That was that Harvey, what's his face, or whatever, is that the guy's name? Alright, extendo. I think I've heard 15 knots is right around the thin line snap area, so I'm not gonna mess with that at the moment. Atypical dork, hello. Chief of the watch, float the buoy. I ain't gonna float no buoy. I don't even know if you can yet. I'm wearing the wrong glasses. It's okay. We're all good. We're here. We're recovered. It's all good. Everything is okay. Everyone remain calm. Alright, we're at a minute. How long is this going to take? Vanguard 68, hello, thanks for following. I'm going to guess this is going to take 2.5 minutes. I don't know if you can hear that. Someone's making a ruckus outside. Is that a dirt bike? Better movies, Shaolin Soccer or Kung Fu Hustle? I don't think I've seen either of those. Thanks for following, Atypical Dork. Alright, is your name Atypical Dork or a typical dork? This is unclear. A dork on the spectrum, got it. A dork who is atypical. Sub Commander, hello. Can you stop extending? Yes, you can. But right now I'm timing it because there's not currently a gauge for how far it's been extended, which I'm sure will come at some point. But I'm timing it, and then I'm just gonna like release it out like halfway once I figure out how long it takes. Trains or aeroplanes. You know, YouTube every now and then keeps wanting to show me like a train video. I'm like, no. Air traffic control, goodness gracious. My cousin was an air traffic control operator. Controller, whatever you call it. In the New York region. Damn, this thing's going, dude. Like almost at the gosh darn diggity training area. How do you stop extending it? You just click extend and it stops. I don't want to mess up my timing though. So I won't do it just yet. I'll do it eventually. This is taking longer than I thought it would. That's what she said. I send you a video link on YouTube that I thought was funny. Sure. I don't know if Twitch will let you send it. You might have to send it in my Discord. But try it. You know what? Save it for the end or send it on my Discord. I'm gonna forget. I can't. Hey, there we go. We're done. 4 minutes and 45 seconds. Okay. I know this thing's gonna be like useless in this mission, so let's just retract the fat line. I'm not gonna bother. I should have just done the thin line from the get-go. I'm sorry. I apologize. Retract for 2 minutes. I don't know if it retracts at the same speed that it extends. That I'm not sure. I know in dangerous waters it's speed dependent. It will extend or retract at different... Because I think with extension they just let it basically just go out with the speed through the water. So it should be going out faster at a higher speed. And then retraction, it's got to pull against the current there to some extent. But I don't even want to use the fat line. It's going to be like useless trying to find the 688. We need to use the thin line. But I don't want to wait 20 minutes after a turn for the thin line to stabilize. So we're gonna frickin' sit here and watch this thing retract. No, I'm just kidding. Let's go to the Oh, you know what? Stop that. I don't need to wait for that thing to come back in. Let's do the thin line. The fat line can just be retracting while we're doing other things. I don't need to sit here and wait for it. Get one of those cheap kitchen timers that count up and count down. Yeah, I got this little phone right here, so I'm just gonna use it. Suppose I could set it to DAC mode. Yeah, and if the toad's gonna like snap at a certain speed, if you're going close to that speed, you can't retract it faster than that speed, because then you'll snap it as well. Kojo62, thanks for following. Stang46IL. Are these toads like a mile in length? They're pretty long, not a mile. I think they're around 3,000-ish feet. So, somewhere like 7 boat lengths. And you don't have to extend the full distance of them. Because if you do, it takes forever to for them to stabilize after a turn. I think in like a previous mission it took like 20 minutes for the thin line to stabilize. Ridiculous. But I've yet to experience it, but with this early access on this mission, like submarines are freaking quiet in this game. So you can kind of putz around at 15 knots willy-nilly, no one's gonna hear you really. Kojo62 says, my pleasure, appreciate your MNW vids. Oh, thank you kindly. Glad to have you. Alright, we're at 1:40 on extending the thin line, still going. No PLA subs yet? No, there's PLA subs. There's there's Chinese nuke boats, there's Yasin, there's Akula, there's Kilo. Got all these subs in here already. I think there's a Kilo in this mission actually somewhere. I think it's a Vietnamese Kilo. Atypical dork, I will look at your message in a second. I don't want to miss the thin line going off here. Maybe I'll slow down for the retraction. Maybe that'll make that go faster. Then I gotta speed back up because I'm sure these extensions are speed-based. But yeah, if you're used to how loud submarines are in dangerous waters, they are utterly quiet in this game, which, to my understanding, is very much reflective of reality. Dangerous waters make subs very loud. 3 minutes 15. Standing by. Oh, Vanguard 68, hello. Makes you wonder how many snap-toed arrays there are in the world's oceans laying on the bottom. I'm assuming they do their best to avoid that. I'm sure you get a lovely berating if you lose the toad array there. And back in the day, before the all the extending and retracting was built into the subs, they would be physically attached when leaving the naval base and just be permanently deployed for the extent of the submarine's deployment, and then they'd be taken off when they come back to port. Four minutes, 30 seconds, standing by. I think the thin line's longer than the fatty. I don't even know if I'm going to do half length. I think I'll do third length. Okay, we're past fat line territory by 15 seconds. We're at 5 minutes. It's been 5 minutes already, goodness. Toad always fails due to a yard error. Yeah, I love the game. I love what they've done so far. I love the future promise. But if you're not, I feel like if you have any doubt, you should not get it at this point. If you're not just willing to jump on it without a second's thought, you can wait a little bit. Depends how much you love long, hard shafts full of semen. Default face hello. We're at 6 minutes standing by. Long and hard was a little on the nose. I meant to say long and smooth. Kojo can't wait to get his hands on it, but won't until the next month because reasons. Fair enough. We're at 6 minutes, 30 seconds. Okay, I'm gonna... Oh, Nikes. Stop that for a second. I just want to make sure I haven't overrun the frickin'... Okay, we have overrun the waypoint. Okay, let's come on back here. Give me 355 masts. Oh, I was like, that's like the exact opposite. Is it gonna go left or right? Resume. Oh my gosh, we were right there. Okay, 6 minutes and 40 seconds. All right, let's slow down to a toid, and let's retract that biddy. How far to Neptune Massive? Or is it how long? I think it's how long. 12 parsecs? Alright, so I'm just going to extend this thing for 2 minutes and 15 seconds. Do we have anything on the sonar right now? Okay, looks like that speed's probably too fast for the thin line to do anything respectable. Suppose we can take a look at the old toad array layer. Wrong sensor, sorry about that. Okay, I think it's pretty close to being reeled in here. Maybe not. You getting anything on the narrow? Yeah, we are. God, how long does that... We're on like the medium time integration. How long does that long one take? Goodness gracious. I'm just gonna turn that down back to where it was. Can you run over the TA? That's a good question. I think maybe. I don't know if your turning circle can be that tight. But if you back up with that thing deployed, yeah, you'll cut that thing. It'll be nice to have the voice crude updates. Yeah, those are coming. I think they're still under review at the moment. We're looking for... Okay, this is not... What's the... yeah, turn this down. We want low frequencies here. Turn that down. I'm just kind of messing around, just trying to get all tuned up here. So we got this little 5-gram display here, so these are the bearings over here, so we can listen from 336 to 14. Or I guess listen's maybe not the right word. Look on the narrowband at a bunch of different directions, because anytime you change which, where you're interrogating, it deletes all the history out. But this is what we're going to have to do to look for this 688. This is the narrowband with at least medium time integration. So this isn't like the waterfall where you just change the, the time scale. This is actually doing more processing to the signal with these additional steps. So it is actually giving you more signal to look at. And we're not seeing any noise right now because it's processing that out. It's kind of averaging out. If we go back to this shorter time scale, might see some noise. Might have this turned down a touch. Crank that up a bit. And for some reason right now we're not seeing noise. That's okay. This thing is probably pretty close to being reeled back in anyway. If not reeled back in already. But yeah, trying to find the 688 on the broadband is going to be nigh impossible. Yeah, there's no doubt in my mind that weapon sounds and explosion sounds will be coming. God, these frickin'... When did I stop this stopwatch? It's Toad taking a while to do its thing. Where are we at? God, I frickin' zoomed right over that waypoint there. Alright, continue your turn. Give me 010. Oh, you can see my mirror tracks are kind of freaking out. That Toad, I think that's the thin line array. It's got to be pretty close to being sucked back in here. Is this around when I started retracting it like 4.5 minutes ago? Yeah, I think so. Default face says at least with some of the merchants you can hear them in the audio, even when they aren't visible in the broadband. Really? Okay. Kitsap Steve, hello. I was not on the USS Florida, no. I did not serve, no. Okay, yeah, that thin line is like seconds from being fully retracted there. Look like an old shipmate? Okay, but no, I did not. Ah, come on, any sec. Hey, there you go. All right. Okay. Reset. Make turns for 15 knots. My knowledge is amazing and very accurate. Oh, thank you very much. I'm good at listening, I guess you could say. There's a lot of very knowledgeable people involved with the modern naval warfare community and the beta. People that know a hell of a lot more about sonar and TMA than I do. Whoa, what was up with that little speed overshoot to 17 knots there? Oh, that was the turn. Okay, that's the turn thing. Got it. Yeah, so if you saw my pilot station overview video, I mistakenly described the difference between knots and turn for knots. Knots does not care about speed over the ground. Knots is doing its best to keep the speed at 15. So like if you take a turn, normally you like slow down in a turn. The engine will speed up to maintain that speed, but turns for knots will just keep the shaft rotating at the straight line 15 knot speed. It won't change speed if you slow down or speed up or anything. So that's the difference with that. All right, we're steady on course. We're close enough on the speed. Yeah, we're getting back up there. All right, let's go ahead and extend. We're gonna do 2 minutes and 15 seconds. You can hear the chug 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 of the screws if you know it's there. Wonder if it's the same with the subs. I'd assume it's not the same with the subs. Subs are horribly quiet. But I'll be curious to test. Thank you, Kitsap Steve. Really appreciate it. Yeah, definitely for sure. Very flattering. Nope, I'm just a nuclear engineer. Who's been playing these kinds of games since I was like 11. 20 feet. Oh, in a nautical mile, which technically isn't true. Yeah, once we get this towed out, I think I'm gonna slow like 12 knots. There's definitely some noise going on here. Icon flashing in the bottom left was Nav telling me we overshot. Oh. Didn't look like he said nothing. Nestlin99, hello. Could you explain what the button with 3 horizontal lines does in the broadband sonar screen? Sure. Nautical miles is based off the difference of latitude and longitude. Yeah, isn't it equivalent to like 1 minute or 1 second of longitude at the equator? A nautical mile? Or that's the historical definition. I think it has a more metric-based definition these days. 3, 2, 1. Alright. Got our towed out. 2:15. 2 minutes and 15 seconds of extension at 15 knots. Should give you about a third of the towed length. Oh my gosh, sorry, I'm pressing all the buttons. Steering, give me a speed of 1-2 knots. Let's see if that clears up the old thin line there. Wah! Wah, wah. Do I want to keep the fatty out? I don't know. I'm gonna retract the fatty. Okay, we're at 12 knots. Thin line still really isn't cleared up too much. Maybe a touch. Touch too much. Can we look at myself here? On the old narrow. Just as a test. Let's get the old recognition guide up here. I have to start the scene switcher. Let's see. I don't care about how to hit my first $100,000 with Mrs. Dow Jones. I want the frickin' recognition guide, god diggity. Oh, what? Hold on a second. Now it's gonna be annoying. Okay. Oh. Oops. Hold on 1 second. Let's see here. Pause. Yeah, just making sure the old narrowband isn't working. Not sure why I got muted there. What is that? I don't know what that means. Oh, there might be some issue with mute. Unmute. Who knows? Anyway, we got it now. Okay. Very good. Alright, but that is not our target. Our target is... Oh, what was the Providence? Flight 2? Yeah, Flight 2. Okay, they're basically the same. Got it. So we're looking for that fatty at 150 for the old Flight 2. You got it. Let's slow to 10 knots. No! Wrong button. Captain, we're cavitating. He can hear us. Can't I? RX 1050. What is that? Is that a Radeon graphics card? AMD card? Able to use the recognition guide in narrowband to identify the yacht in that one mission with the plague. Will there be an onboard recognition system? I'm assuming so. What is going on with the toad? Don't tell me it got freaking cut. No! Dude, I didn't... I wasn't even going backwards, you dickhead. I just accidentally pressed it. Okay, that's fine. We'll just load it back up. Old NVIDIA. I can understand the all-back emergency snapping a toad if you actually slow down to 0 and then start going in reverse. But it was just a brief second. I don't even know if the propulsor had started even going backwards yet. RX 1050, you mean a GTX 1050? Okay, I'm doing this 5 knots turn to the north. Not too bad off here. Okay. A little annoying. Oh, all the toads are back in anyway. All right. Give me 15 knots. Maybe it sucked it in the stream. Hello, W-Winged. What do you mean sucked it in the stream? Yeah, not only that, it's also ducted too. That's also the other part. But yeah, it's just we weren't even going backwards yet. Still going forwards. Doesn't matter if it's going backwards. Even if there is like extreme suction at the fan, I don't know if that would be enough to pull in all that toad super quickly. Maybe eventually. But there's a lot of drag on that. Anyway, that's fine. We're here. It's fine. Accidental button click. Wouldn't be moving now? You mean like if it actually got tangled up in the prop? Screw. What do you like to do for fun? Play chess. Screw. Well, let's just play chess. All right. Give me that cellular phone. Let's stream the totery. Bop. 2 minutes and 15 seconds there, Bubba Joe. Look at that. Steady as a rock. But this is the hand I do narrowband with. Man, those graphics settings made a big difference. This is running smooth as butter right now. Alright, we got a minute to go. It's getting toasty in here. This my computer's a chug-a-luggin'. What's your thoughts on Schnitzengrubers? Seven Schnitzengrubers my limit, baby. Oh, nein, mein Leben, don't leave. Come to my dressing room. All right. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're good. Okay, y'all, it's time to go to frickin' work. Let's see, what do we got? Oh, why is it not, Wall's not showing up over here, governor. Apologies, British. Oh, the course change did not take effect. Give me 015. 015er. Let's just kind of look loosely told. Oh, I owe someone a hamburger button explanation. Let's get that narrowband going. Alright, so when you come to the old sonar here, you got this little hamburger button, and then it gives you, whoa, 4 new screens, alright. This is depression versus elevation information. So it's showing like which angle sound is coming in on the sonar. So this top one's kind of looking like straight out to maybe like up 7 degrees, and then each lower one kind of drops 7 more degrees. So if you're really close to a track, like a surface track, you should only see them on the top one here. And if you're really close to like a submerged track and they're beneath you, you should see them on one of these lower ones. And if you're dealing with like a further away track, where like with the TDA here, you can see from far away the sound's kind of coming from every direction. If you're dealing with a faraway track, you should see them on every single one of these things here, because the sound is bouncing all over and coming from every direction. So that is the old D over E depression elevation hamburger thing here. We probably won't make use of it in this mission. I think that 688 is just going to be too darn quiet. Yeah, and it's only on the LAB and the WAA too, so there's no depression over elevation for the towed array, because that's not how the towed array picks up sound. You're welcome, Nestlin99. Okay, oh, I need to slow the heck down. Let's try, I think 10 knots was still fast. Give me 8 knots. Okay, so what am I doing here? We're looking at 5. We got 5 displays. You can choose how many you want to see. So we're seeing from 314 to 31. So like a 60 degree. No, that's not right. It's even bigger than that. This is like a 80 degree sweep of the compass that we can kind of examine with the old narrowband here. Because every time you move your cursor, it resets the old history here. We're on the wrong array, first of all. Gosh. Okay. That's me with the old 270, 540-ish, right? Certainly not that Virginia. We're looking for that 150 on that. Yeah, 270, 540-ish. So, 'tis working. But I've already moved out of the, up here, I've moved out of the beams down to these other ones down here. So this is your friend. You need narrowband, and you need at least the middle time step here to see any submarines in this game, because they are ungodly quiet. Okay, even at 8 knots, it still looks a little noisy. I guess it's worth noting we are seeing ourselves on the broadband pretty well, but this sensor's a lot closer to us than other tracks would be. Okay. Let's see here. So this is just going to be like a guessing game. We're just going to kind of be hanging out. We're heading for the point. How far are we from the point? 3 miles? Maybe we should be getting closer. Closer. No, that is incidental. Please, doctor. Tell me how I can find him. Snagging the total on the 688 was the thing, especially with the scimitar screw blades. Oh really, you could turn sharp enough to snag those biddies. Okay, it wasn't the fact that that own ship, that we were moving out of the narrowband envelope, we just got too quiet. Oh, in reverse. Yeah, sure, definitely. Eight o'clock already, goodness gracious. Where does the time go? Oh my gosh, you can keep drawing distance. Cool. Do do. Burr, burr. Burr, 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 burr. All right, so let's futz around with this a little bit here. What happens if I turn the gain all the way down? So the standard procedure here with the narrowband is generally you want to... Okay, so as you can see, we're not seeing anything now. You want to adjust the input until you just start seeing a trace. So let's do a big chunk since we got this longer integration. Okay, that was too much of a chunk. Let's try and split that. So we're just getting like, we're just amplifying noise. I mean, yeah, it's tricky, man. We're looking for like, you know, quiet stuff. And we're also really not even like centered on ourselves. Let's just reset center. Okay, there you go. There you go. So we are seeing ourselves pretty dang good right here on the old narrowband. We got pretty good settings here. Don't even need a futz with the gain. Look at that. We're making a good bit of noise. Okay, I don't think the thin line really gets much clearer than that. I'm just trying to get up to this practice area, but I think we're probably pretty close enough here. 2 miles, 4,000 yards. Is our toad even stable? Yes, it is. I'm not sure what's up with the lines on either side of the line. What's that one line at, like 296? Okay, that's that line. This one over here doesn't really have that. The two lines kind of flanking it. Unless my color blindness is failing me. Anyway, that's enough of playing with your dinghy there. Let's go to the frickin' seriousness. We want LA Flight 2. We want that big old bright line at the old... It's not exactly 150, it's more like 145. Or maybe 149. It's pretty dang close to 150. That is what we were looking for. What's that down there? 25 hertz. Oh! 1 second. Kilo. Kilo's got a 25 hertzer. Remember someone saying that earlier today. Might be picking up a kilo here. I know there's a kilo in this mission. I mean, we're picking up on, I mean, we're looking at the end fire beam, so that's why we're seeing them on all these wide different angles at the same moment. I think that merits a mark, but I don't want to mark me. Because that's definitely not me. Yeah, that is definitely not me. That is like a kilo. What else could it be? I mean... Oh yeah, there's like different kinds of kilos. I think it's this kind then, the 636.3. It's like 23 hertz or something. Dude, that's the kilo. We found it. Found a kilo. Just putzing about. Yeah, so that's on, we're just gonna call that 015. I don't want to mark me. But, yeah, so I'm not going to put a tracker on that guy. We're just going to call that kilo. Look at that. Frickin' kilo. Okay. Alter around to 030. You mean, oh, you know what? That's a good point. Let's maneuver. I'm just going to move 90 degrees, so 105. Oh, that speed dropped off like instantly, dude. Alright, I'll be right back. What the world needs now is subs. Sweet subs. Mr. Mabachi, thanks for following. Iminton, thanks for following. Alright. Looks like we're tracking Kilo. Okay. We are a turning. Turning and burning. Do we need to be going 15 knots anymore? I don't think so. Why was I going 15 knots? Let's go 10 knots. Sub-Commander says Kilo is more pronounced in the lower waterfalls. What do you mean by that, Mr. Sub-Commander? Mr. or Mrs. Miss? I don't know. What else is on that Kilo track? That's pretty much it. There's one at 50. Oh yeah, the old 50. That'll do it. Wonder if we can see that bad boy. Let's crank that input a touch for that Kilo. Oh, did we lose the Kilo? This definitely has to play a part into why people are having such a difficulty with this mission, because there's this huge shadow zone. You might be able to see subs further out, but that shadow zone is going to be killing you, dude. That's a huge, pretty big shadow zone. That Kilo may have just either gone from over here into the shadow zone or from like here that way into the shadow zone. I think we lost that Kilo. Kilo's gone. Or rather, maybe we need to better refine what angle we were looking at, because we were on that end fire beam, which is very wide, and now we're a beam. We got much narrower or more towed resolution here. Happens if we come over this way. Zozo down under. Curious why all input and no gain twiddling. Because we were seeing a perfectly fine signal with no gain fiddle in there. But this is the question, did we lose the kilo? Or rather, do we need to find the kilo on a certain bearing, or did the kilo slip into the old shadow zone there? Kilo looks to be 40-ish. Oh, that's what you're saying. Okay, got it. Sensitive enough with the fine control without needing gross control change? What do you mean there's Zozo down under? Yeah, okay, let's keep panning and scanning here. What are we doing? We're doing 18 to 38. Come on over this way. 26 to 49 here. Slider for input versus gain. Yeah, I've been noticing pretty big leaps in signal with just small changes here. Okay, that's pretty quiet. I mean, to be fair, our toad is not stabilized yet. Speed 3? What the heck happened? I didn't order a speed of 3. Okay. For some reason, when I went to pilot station, I was like, oh, sorry. Get on that 10 knots, sir. Yeah, 50 hertz means it ain't American. That kilo has that 25 hertz first frequency, though. I believe that's probably some kind of a battery generator thing or something. I'm gonna plunk my cursor back over straight till just like... Okay, so see, coming over this way, maybe I was mistaken earlier in the day when I said this, but it looks like when you come to the more abeam parts of the array that you actually do get finer bearing resolution here than if you come on over to the end fire beam. Yeah, you definitely do. Look at that. Wow, okay. Wait, what's going on? Oh, interesting. 88 to 126 and then 88 to 65. So these are different bearings. That's huge. But then if you come over here, this is like more abeam. We're getting much finer changes in bearing, only 11 to 19 degrees here. Okay, very curious. I need to amend what I told someone earlier today then. So this is the name of the game, y'all. We're strapped in. We're looking. We're searching. What does this go to? 46? Light up a pipe and contemplate. Yes, indeed. If I tried all ahead Chasley, what's that? Flank. Go deeper, maybe. Run silent, run deep. Oh, the old 8 knots. Hey, we were picking up that kilo pretty good. I think we were doing something. I think we were doing like 12 or 15 knots then. Almost seems like it's better to try and find tracks on the end fire beams of the Toad. Because you just see such a huge swath of the ocean. Not SOG or STW. STW. Speed over ground doesn't affect flow noise, but speed through water does. Or I guess rather speed over ground doesn't directly affect flow noise. 8 knots on the telly. Okay, well, we're not going to see a kilo anymore at this point, but I'm just kind of in a search. Wouldn't 8 knots speed over ground equal greater flow noise if your current is akin to a headwind? It would, yeah, but only the navigation people care about speed over ground. All the speed 10 knots here and all the pilot station speed stuff and everything is all speed through water. Can I do a ray trace on the last bearing the kilo was at? Sure. We don't know exactly where the last kilo was at, but this was it pretty much. Ourselves a pretty decent shadow zone here from like 4,000 yards to like, I don't know. I guess maybe not huge, but it's definitely there. But I have not searched like to the left of where we were picking up the kilo to the port of that, so it's possible. Just need to go like off in the other direction there. Oh, trying to press F5 for the sonar. I'm already there, dude. What are we going up to here? 82. Let's see here. Does that sweep me over to the end fire beam? Almost. Yeah, so you only need to search like, you know, 1/2 of this because it's mirrored. Okay, we're starting to pick up me. So we're in the old end fire beam here. Let's just go straight 105, see what happens. Oh, maybe it's actually a noise from me. There's that 25 hertz again. There's no way, that wouldn't make any sense that the kilo would be over there and over here. Or what is this? 22 hertz? Wait, there's other stuff here too. What's going on? Or is that just noise? Hold on. I mean, that sure as hell looked like it was something. I think that's just a faint frequency off of me. It doesn't make sense that it would show up here and then also here. I guess there's a small chance in hell that this could be... Well, no, that... mirror bearing wouldn't make any sense. Mirror track. That must be some kind of noise coming off of me. This 20 some whatever hertz thing. Just, it must be, dude. I feel like we'd see that 50 if it were a kilo. Alright, so I'm gonna rescind kilo. I got excited there. Okay, let's go over this way. I'm seeing something right there at the old 22. Maybe there was a kilo. But it's showing up on the... Wait. Did this update properly? Why am I picking up me? Well, first of all, I'm on block 3. What? What's going on? I'm confused. Why am I picking up me over here? Did I see the low firegram analyzer someone built already? I heard about it, but I don't think I've futzed with it yet. Because I'm looking 9.5 degrees away from directly behind you. Now, directly behind me is over here at 285. I was looking over here, which is like almost exactly beam on to me. 001. I'm going east right now. 105. East, southeast. What happens if I go back over there? Okay, that was weird. I'm not sure what was going on there. All is right with the world now. I'm in a drive-through. Okay. Let's come to the north. Getting away from the area here. What's the solution to this guy? Are we TMAing him yet? I don't think we were picking up a kilo. I think it was just some 22 hertz type sound coming off of me. Because it showed up where I thought... Well, okay, so up here when I was looking at me, wherever this was down here, that was showing up. But then when I came to this turn and came over here and then looked at it and it showed up again, there's pretty much no way that's like possible that he could be in those two positions. So it was a false alarm. We are not tracking a kilo, unfortunately. Testing a subwoofer off watch. See, Jonesy seems to think this boat's his own personal stereo set. Well, this is my story. I'll tell it right, Cub. Paganini was a tenant. Pavarotti was a composer. All of a sudden, Pavarotti come out their asses. You have labored to produce a biologic. A what? A whale, Beaumont, a whale. A marine mammal that knows a hell of a lot more about sonar than you do. Flash units, flash mobs, pulling up your kilt. Give it a week, you'll be teaching at Caltech. Okay, this thin line response is much better if you only got a third of this thing streamed out in terms of stabilization time. Oh, flash units taking pictures of people, blinding them. Stuffing things. Shove it down your pants. Whole boat in a flash dance. Should I just crank this input slider all the way to the right? Pray for the best. What's that first frequency you're looking for? 150-148 or something like that. Yeah, just crank it, dude. There's not a lot of noise down in that part of the spectrum. Let them sing. Why is there a Scotsman serving in the Soviet Navy? A conga line when you broke a valve? What the? Maybe you guys have been back here too long. Defected twice. He's not Russian. Scotsman by birth. 20th to William Wallace. Oh, we gotta go back to base. Man, time is a flying on this stream, I tell you. This is a whole new world. Searching the narrow band. Man, it's freaking quiet out there, dude. Let's get rid of CR1. He reeks of whiskey and AUKUS. Shut up. Shut up, phone. We're hunting. Hunting submarines. I like submarines. Looking for submarines. Two miles. Oh my gosh. Let's come left. I'm gonna head right through that frickin' waypoint, dude. Can you hear anything on your selected bearing on narrowband? I don't know that hearing would do too much. It's kind of the whole point of the narrowband here. It's like super chugging on this signal to filter it out. Not sure that at this low of a frequency you'd even be able to hear much of anything anyway. Let's see, can I find a, it used to be like a tone generator website. It's not like, I don't think it's going to be too helpful for what a sound would sound like at this frequency, but I'm going to mute it first and listen to it myself before I decide to play it for you guys. Okay, so a 150 hertz signal would be something along the lines of this. Very low frequency kind of sound. You're not really gonna hear that too readily. But that's not really what this is doing. This is doing some advanced math on the sound signals here, so this isn't... I guess you could technically... What you're listening to here is you're not listening to the narrowband, you'd be listening down here to the broadband. This is a little mini broadband here. It's the captain's pod coffee machine. It's tuned to the, it makes the exact sound of his enemy. I got this here coffee machine tuned to the sound of a yassin'. Okay, so if anyone's curious about gain is not going to help us see anything at this point. You need to be able to see the signal first before gain will do anything for you. So that's why I'm not fiddling with the gain at all yet. Gain amplifies what's on the screen. It doesn't do anything to the signal. That's what input does. Input adjusts the, I guess the power of the signal, if you will, but gain just affects what's shown on the screen. It's after the fast Fourier transforms. All the fancy math has been done. Firing a moss is really just starting up an obscure Yugoslavian cow milker obtained on a port visit. Okay. Oh, I was gonna say there's that 50 hertz again. That's just me. I have to buy new headphones because these frickin' things are broken and these pads are all like worn out from years of grossness. It sucks. I gotta try and figure out some solution. I mean, these headphones still sound great, but these head pads are done for. And before I like realized I should be like, because this thing broke off, so like right now there's just like these little pegs that'll just like dig into my head. So I kind of like rested on the outside of this little head pad. But before I figured that out, I would be getting like killer headaches after a while. And I thought it was like an eye thing, but no, it's just my headphones. So I gotta get a new pair of headphones, I think. I don't feel like rigging up something janky, but it sucks because they are nice headphones. What if it's just chilling at 50 feet? I suppose it could be shallow. Am I seeing something on 150? No? Ah, damn. thought I was seeing something on 150 there, dude. Hello, Maddie Conrad. That's what the eye thing was? It was part of it. I mean, there definitely was an eye issue, but part of it was the headphones, yes. Damn, I thought I was seeing a 150, dude. Tarnation. Scallywag. I guess I should keep an eye out for a 60. 60 is only the high-speed one, huh? $229. Is this true? This game only uses a single core to process. I don't think so, no. I think it uses two. I mean, it's not using a lot at the moment. I mean, so I stream, but I use my CPU's iGPU to do the stream processing. And then I also use CPU to do the recording. So the GPU is completely freed up for the game. It's only at 35%. My CPU is only at 15%. Modern Naval Warfare is using 7%, 5% right now. Affinity. I don't know how many cores it's using. I have what do I have on this thing? I have 24 threads. But yeah, I'm not sure how much it's using. But computer's doing fine at the moment. Yeah, changing these graphics settings. I've changed the graphics settings today. It's making a huge difference from the previous times I was playing. Man, this is getting a little tedious. There's not a lot on this mission, so maybe that has a little bit to do with it, but I think the graphics settings have helped a lot. God, I keep thinking I'm seeing like 150. I keep seeing these blips. It's just noise. Just noise. I'm gonna turn the input down a teeny bit. Why? Why am I turning it down? We're looking for 150. It's not saturated over there. Six cores at 1080s a go. Should be pretty good. I think some of this might be because this is a rather simple mission. I think as it gets more, as more platforms show up, it gets definitely more demanding. I mean, this is my first time playing with like the graphics settings adjustments I saw recommended, and it's playing the best it's ever played, if I'm gonna be honest about it. $3930K. What do I have? 7700X. I can never remember. 7900X, AMD 7900X, and a 3070 Ti, 64 gigs of RAM. The game is using 11 gigs of RAM at the moment. See, like, I keep thinking I'm seeing stuff, dude. What does that super long interval look like? Is that enough to filter out all this noise, or what's that? I don't even know what this is gonna look like. Download more RAM. Yes, there's the game has music. Yes, that's what that is the brass you were hearing. Yes. $4K. Yeah, I'm running this at 2K right now. I think I could jump to 4K, but I want the frames. It's not like this. It's not like it makes too much of a difference in a game like this. Man. Keep seeing those little pixels coming in right there. I'm like, ooh, what is that? It's freaking nothing. It keeps teasing me so. No, the screwed up eyes. Yeah, I mean, you know, you want to give yourself the best to work with. You know? Try changing depth and going above the layer. I suppose it's worth a shot. Throw me in the brig. Where's our layer at? 72. It's always at 72. Give me 60. Do 8 knots. Oh, we just stopped making a whole hell of a lot of noise really quickly there, going from 10 to 8. What the heck is that? That's something. That might be our kilo. That was a curious little blip right there. Haven't seen anything else of it. I'm on a 60H in your lounge room. Oh my god. We do know where the layer is, yes. So come on over to the old tactical decision age, all that SSP. Got it right there at 72 feet. Hello, I said 8 knots, not 4 knots. Thank you kindly. He's shooting again, sir. Go to battle stations. Looks like that guy's at like 198. And of course there could be the mirror track as well. What is that mirror? 75. That's 3, 4, 5, 350. Yeah. Let's put a mirror track at 350. Man, all that noise goes away. Okay, so there was some flow noise going on there at 8 knots. Not sure why we're not making the 8 knots that I asked for. But since we're above this layer now, I don't know if we're going to pick that guy up anymore. I think he was down there. Alright, so I got the LAB with like short, medium, and long time intervals down here, and I got the WAA on the same intervals up here. Just to take a gander, see if I'm missing anything. Okay, the speed is going wonky. Speed is not obeying my commands. How's it feel to be finally running this thing? It is a little surreal still, I think. Man, searching on this thing sucks. Just throw some stuff somewhere and just see if we see something. I wonder if I can pick up me on the long time integration. Assuming the toad's even above the layer. I wonder if they'll add a depth gauge for it. Operator. God damn, it's good to hear your voice, sir. On the old 1-0 there. Yeah, it's derping out. Depth 47. Being a little derpy warpy here. Oh, okay. Now we're in business. We're speeding up. straining so hard to read the Matrix. It does feel like the Matrix. All I see is blonde, brunette, and redhead. I mean, my gut is that there's just not anything up here. I don't know why, like, all the... Okay, there we go. I'm not sure what was going on there. All the noise wasn't showing up for a little bit there. I'm gonna go back down. Give it a few more minutes here. It's come north. What is that? I keep seeing all these weird 23 hertz signals. And it's over like 15 degrees, 14 degrees. 24 hertz, your car is stereo. Yeah, what we're looking for is this LA at 150. We're right on the edge there of getting noisy. I don't know what's going on over here with this 23 hertz. It's not like these other spots I'd seen things. I mean, there's supposed to be a kilo somewhere, but I thought I'd seen him somewhere else. Let's make note of this bearing. 242. I'm gonna pan around to one of these other places where I thought I was seeing a kilo. And it's over here too. None of this may be valid. I mean, the toad's like turning at the moment. I don't know if there's like weirdness going on. A whale? I don't know if a whale is discernible in the narrow band. I don't know if a whale has rotating machinery. It's some kind of anomaly of me. Like, okay, I can see this is me, this 275, 540. That's me. And for some reason when I pick up myself, there is like some 23 hertz signal, faint 23 hertz signal associated with that. So I'm just gonna wait till this toad stabilizes. I think this is all just a bunch of nonsense. Why 5 sets of the same data? So it is not the same data. So this top one's at 192 degrees. This one's at 197. This one's at 202 degrees. So you can see a spread of bearings. So it's not as painstaking as just kind of looking at 1 degree every 10 seconds or something. It's weird though. I shouldn't be picking myself all the way out there. Like, this is where I'm looking, is out here. And these traces are me. It's just like nowhere nearby. Just weird. Yeah, the toad is pretty close to steady. It's not completely there yet. It's 5 degrees off. But yeah, this LA is going to be so faint, so that's why I got the input cranked. Just looking for any sign of anything at that 150. Maybe I'll just take it down a touch between these two notches here. Try not to lose them in the noise. But there really isn't. I mean, there's some noise at 150, but not like out here. It's almost whitewashed. Alright, we had something at 242. I think that was just a bug with the toad turn. Let's check it out again. Yeah, that was a whole bunch of nothing. I think these kilos were just a whole bunch of nothing too. Supposed kilos. I think there's something going on with when the toad becomes unstable. It shows my signal everywhere. My cat's over here, that's what I'm looking at. She's playing with a bug. Throw up the web screen for a second. Oh, the old AUKUS. One and a half miles from the point. Any black flies? I don't think so. See, there's that 25 hertz. Wait. Oh, I'm looking at me. When did I go back over there? I didn't go over there. I think I'm just gonna drop these guys too. Wait, was there never a mark on Sierra 2? Okay. It's freaking quiet out here, dude. Just orbiting this point, waiting for a submarine to show up there. I will know them when they arrive, eh? Hello, Miss Nova. You are fiending for this bug. Oh, don't do that. Where'd the bug go, Miss Nova? 263. Might be too far south for black flies, I don't know. We got carpenter ants, we got pavement ants, we got termites, we got something beetles. What are those beetles? Dig into your wood. Got some wood critters, got mice. Spraz, hello. How's it going, sir? Long time no see. Nova, what are you doing? I don't even see the bug anymore, Miss Nova. Two 6 7 2 6 3 minus 4 2 7 1. The fun of home ownership, indeed. Got a deck we gotta tear up because it wasn't installed right, leaking water right into the wood of the house. Fun stuff. But I got a garage, so there you go. Yes, this is, we've been circling around looking for a sub. I think it's about time to turn here. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna go. Getting stubborn. Getting sunk cost fallacy at this point. 27. We want 277. Wonder if I should just like stay trained on this waypoint. I wonder if this LA is programmed to just like drive through this waypoint. I should just stay trained on this waypoint. Waypoint reached. Buoy away. Compulsorily unemployed with a money cushion. Hell yes. Where's that waypoint at? Not gonna give me a heading? What's the heading? Oh, right there. Okay. Wrong way. 152. Just gonna train on that waypoint, dude. I think I'm just gonna keep my toad trained on that waypoint and just orbit this bitty. Assume this sub is gonna like fly through the waypoint. How far are we from it? 4,400 yards. Yeah, kind of far from the waypoint. Is this the mission with the Australian sub? Yes, indeed. The Aussie is supposed to be near this waypoint, yes. This is where this exercise is supposed to occur. Hey, you know what? For the halibut, let's frickin' throw this high frequency on. Nothing. Nothing really. Crank that gain. I want to see something. Is this thing configured correctly? Usually I see something. Maybe it's just so deep. And we're deep. Okay. Nothing. Choose the half setting and the full setting. It shows a distance eventually. Oh. Yeah. Usually it, usually shows some kind of noise there, sonny boy. But maybe it's because I'm usually at periscope depth to see, like, the, or in shallower waters, usually see, like, the ocean surface or the bottom here. I think I'm just, like, deep enough and in deep enough water that there's nothing to see, because I'm at full gain. Usually I see those returns at pretty low gain. Be funny if it's just like, bloop. Be like, oh my god. Just gonna start picking bearings at random. Surface and fire up the radar. Blood for the blood god, hello. If I find this thing, you're gonna rage quit. If I find this thing, I'd do a frickin' Irish jig. For a second there, I kind of crapped my pants. I was like, what the heck is that little line right there? What's up with that huge chunk of black up there? Give him something to do. Wonder what that 23 hertz thing is supposed to be. It's quite the tease when there be kilos afoot that have a 23 hertz signal. It's really just me. Equipment's working, Captain. Or sonar's working, Captain. The Russian disappeared. For a second, I thought I heard... Heard what? Thought I heard singing, sir. Singing. People turbo bikes? That sounds crazy. As Rial says, so far in this mission, passed over him 3 times, collided with him once, torpedoed him with the real torpedoes twice, and 1 time with the training one. Still can't complete the mission. Which ones are the training torps? Is it Mark 48 AdCap Mod 7? Or is there supposed to be one that just says, like, in that AI reload screen, training torp? Let them sing. See, I think it's like kind of freaking out from like the last bearing I was looking at. What is that? Showing that 23 hertz there. I was showing it again. It's 23 hertz. What's going on, dude? Turbo Hayabusa. Yeah, see, what the hell's going on? It's kind of freaking out. It's showing like my own ship on 050 here. Sir? Hello? Hello? Did it just die? It's all blank. Are my clocks still working? Yes, they are. Check the watch next to TMA. Oh, the ship's clocks. Oh, still going. Even yeah, time's ticking. Other side. What do you mean other side? Oh, this thing? And their band's just like dead. Kaputski. Oh, that auto crew guy went away that I had on the fathometer earlier. Try tracking the clock hands. Tick, tock, tick, tock. Alright, y'all, I think I'm gonna call this a day on this one. Contact always moving from right to left. Narrowband's freaking out. I think it would show up if I like reloaded the mission. But anyway, man, it's almost been 3 hours, but yeah. I'm gonna stop it here. Man, this is a doozy. This mission be a doozy. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. It's been cool at least to futz around with the narrowband a little bit. Get a little excited with false kilo contacts. That's really just whatever 23 hertz signals coming off my boat. But anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one. And as always, good hunting.